Happy New Year, everybody. How much longer can you tell people Happy New Year after January 1st? Is it a 2-week cutoff? 3-week cutoff? Is it weird saying Happy New Year in February? I think it is. Let's get into some things for the new year, some goals, and things to look forward to. Now, if you happen to be following the Lunar New Year calendar, it's customary to clean out everything from the past year so you can start anew in 2024. Excuse the mess all around me, but this is van life. I actually do live this lifestyle, and it's not always peaches and cream, but the show must go on. So I'm not really one to make any New Year's resolutions. Researchers suggest that only 9% of Americans that make resolutions actually complete them. But let's talk about goals, because it's always nice to throw out a bunch of goals out into the internet and see where they fall at the end of the year. So here's some of the topics that we're going to go through here. If you guys want to skip around, go right ahead. I know we're all busy and sometimes we just want to get the meat and not all the vlogs. So here's all of the topics that we're going to go through today. Thank you so much for 12,000 subs, guys. Let's go ahead and try to reach 20,000. So hit that thumbs up button and that subscribe button if you're new here. Let's get into the rest of the video. Here's what the window covers look like. I also installed a hitch so I can mount the bike carrier back here. And I'm going to show you guys, I got some winter tires. These are the Bridgestone Blizzaks for the winter. But yeah, you can't see anything inside. Speaking of inside, this is what it looks like. So these are the WeatherTech window covers. They match pretty much perfectly. I had these on my old Sienna too. Let's pop this out, get some sunshine in here. I actually do miss the minivan life. Let me pull this tab here too. There you go. I miss the minivan life, and are you guys interested in more minivan content? It's really hard to camp in it right now since we are in Colorado, -4 tomorrow. So it'd be tough to camp in a minivan unless I had a heater. Okay, so one goal of mine in 24 is to live life a little bit more minimal. So let's go ahead and unclutter the minivan. I have a lot of electronical stuff in here, compressor, yada yada, into the storage unit. So the minivan and the box truck can be clutter free. So hopefully our minds can be clear. Okay, much better. No more boxes. I still have all the window covers here, battery bank. But I think, I don't know, should I keep these seats? I've only used these back seats like twice in the year I've had the minivan, so, you know, driving friends around, more than one friend at a time. So, but I don't necessarily need the seats, and I could take it out to use that space for a camper van build. But can you imagine? Bed coming across right there. You want to chill right here, have an office, kitchen, everything storage underneath. Refrigerator, ICECO Go 20 right there. Speaking of the ICECO Go 20, be sure to check out my full video where I walk through all the benefits of the true dual zone refrigerator and freezer, or one of the other, with independently controllable zones. I'll drop the link in the description with a special 12% off coupon for the ICECO Go 20. Yeah, right up here, the panels. Powering a battery. What else do you need? Maybe a heater, right? A heater. Finally eat. I'd also like to clear out my entire dash up here. You know, why is there frozen underwear on my dash? But so I was wondering why my plants weren't looking so good. Check this out. This is life in Colorado, y'all. Since my foot pump's been leaking, this is how I've been getting water. It's not all glamorous. You gotta do a lot of work just to get some basic necessities. And of course, this water is completely frozen. Oh man, look at this. Can you see that? Completely frozen. Look at this. So I'm gonna put this into the truck and hopefully it'll thaw out so I can have a sink again. But these are some things. Coming from California, as a California transplant, I don't think about these things, but wintertime is definitely no joke. My gray water tank's frozen, so I should know better. Okay, so no water for the Nebo now. We gotta wait till this giant ice block dethaws itself. So apparently it's colder here than it is in Antarctica. They say it's -5 right now, but it feels like quote unquote -23. My face is very cold. So it's so cold in here that my temperature gauge doesn't work. And even my battery is telling me that the low temperature here. Check out my avocado oil. It's completely frozen. So my diesel heater has been airing out. It happened to crap out on me on what has been the coldest day of the season here in Colorado. Oh, this hand is frozen right now. Oh, okay, I think I'm gonna get back into the hotel. The hotel is $70 a night. I'm gonna show you guys what you get for $70. It's a nice kitchenette, full-size refrigerator. And so since we got those amenities and the heater blasting, we're gonna make some spring rolls with all the ingredients: shrimp, pork belly, rice paper, all the veggies, and the sauce. And I'm gonna show you guys that real quick. The amazing part of living this lifestyle is you could live in a very affluent city or area and not have to pay the rent tax. Actually start saving money for yourself, paying off your debt. Now you can really start saving up some money. So with that being said, in 2024, I've had my mind wrapped around homesteading so bad. How do I get there? How do I obtain that goal? And so I've been looking on land.com, cheapfarmland.com, Zillow.com, land.com, all of these websites, and I've been looking at all kinds of different areas for affordable homesteading where there is no HOA fee and there's an agricultural or mountainside zoning where there is no size restrictions on building a dwelling on your own land and the type of activities you can do on it. So in hindsight, I think I've always had this goal in mind, and now that things like the planets are aligning up, in the previous year I paid off this entire box truck. With having a day job, that was my goal, paying this entire box truck, getting out of my credit card debts. I still have a little student loan debt, but lowering my overall overhead was massive for me, and that was only because I started this van life. Now I saved 20 grand a year on rent alone. Times that by 4, that's $80,000 in rent money that I've saved so far. So that's allowed me to save a little bit of money every single year. Homesteading, setting your own rules, having your own land where you can live off of it, build your dwelling however modest or luxurious with just no HOAs and no rules, no zoning rules on your own property. Now you'd be surprised where you would think there are these no rules at all in the middle of nowhere. It's even hard to get to, but there's all kinds of zoning laws and permits and things that you have to ask permission for to build on your own land. Like there's some where you can't even camp on your land while you build. So like this RV that I live in right now, I can't technically park it on my own land for more than 90 days. There's some places that I looked at that were a minimum of 1,000 square feet. That's 2 or 3 times the size of normal tiny homes. And that's the whole point, right? Is doing this so you can afford your own piece of something. However modest it is, it's going to be your own, that you've earned it, and you're not giving in to the man. I'm going to be focusing on 2024 is homesteading. This is kind of like the natural RVing. I want a place where I can call my very own, where I don't have to pay someone to store a generator, store an electric bike. I would love to get one of those. Have you ever seen those like 60 by 40 Barndiminiums, where you can just plant down onto your property? Of course, you're going to have to build it, but they are affordable and they're massive. I'd love to have something where I can have RV storage. That's down the line. It's very, very expensive. So anyways, long story short, 2024, that's what is on my mind, is homesteading. So there is no DOTG without you guys. Thank you so much for all the likes, comments, shares, subscribe, all of that. For those of you guys who watch all my videos and are following along my journey, I really appreciate that. It means so much to me. And until next time, catch you guys later. Peace.